Hello and welcome back to the Educated Colin Snap channel. How you doing? So today we're going to be going over the bundles. This will be the June and July bundles, I believe, for this month. And we have some nice tools complimentary of Snap.Fan, which is the website we're going to be using. I want to go over some of that stuff as well and just kind of give you a breakdown of how you should use the tool if you are going to use it. But let's begin. So first off, right, hats off to them. This is much visually appropriate compared to so sometimes I would be using, let me see, Marvel Snap Zones bundles to kind of look through it, right? But as you can see, this is definitely not as visually appealing as what Snap.Fan is. So definitely have to give them credit for that. But they do have this little indication on the side where they show you the price. It's good that Second Dinner is revealing the prices ahead of time, because they didn't do that with the money bundles, and that was like a little bit awkward because it was hard to really judge them on their merits until the prices came out. But they do have the prices for all the bundles, so that's really good. But then they have this bundle value and then currency value um percentages. Now I want to say these are mostly bait, right? Like, if you were to look at these, almost every bundle is going to be a positive, right? Because that's how it's designed. It's going to look like these things are valuable, but you really want to, for progression focused players, you really want to focus on currency value. That's the one where they're adding in the progression. So that's credits, gold, and tokens. And then also the way it works, right? Tokens have a much more value associated to them because they're harder to get compared to credits and gold, which are buyable from the shop. So they're just using the pre set prices for how much gold is worth, how much credit is worth, that kind of thing. And that really kind of lies to you in terms of what's valuable, what's not. So hopefully we'll go through a lot of them. I do want to say from the beginning, from like overall perspective, which ones are the best, right? Usually people want to know, what should I get for June, July? I want to say nothing is really premium for a progression focused player. The only thing that are premium would be this Aero bundle if you're willing to spend $5. That one is pretty good, but it is a money bundle. I would say $5 is you know reasonable to spend if you like to support the game. Where in terms of gold bundles, none really stack up to good bundles of old. Any of the older bundles that we used to have, Trog, Deadpool, Sunspot bundles, those are all really in a class of their own, and there's no bundle in June, July that really stack up to that in terms of gold. So that's the unfortunate news. What you can do is just keep buying the token bundles, the Token Tuesday bundles. Those are still going to be the best bang for your buck. So if you just want to know what to do, just stick to Token Tuesday bundles and wait for a premium bundle to show up in the shop, because right now the bundles here, they might have nice variants and whatever's. If that's driving you, then that's fine. But if you are just focused on getting the best return for the resources you're using, just focus on Token Tuesday and wait for a premium bundle. Usually Token Tuesdays will use up all your gold resources anyways, so unless you have extra gold saved up from somewhere, you're not really going to have extra, you're not going to feel like you're not using your gold. So that would be my overall suggestion for progression focused players. But if you want to if you want to look at any bundle in particular, we're going to go over all of them. So first one, we have Aero, still good. I think this one is very good. This is very reminiscent of the Jubilee bundle of old, and that was one of the a few money bundles I checked marked in. I think it's good progression, a lot of value here. You're not getting distracted by tokens or anything. It's just giving you pure credits, pure gold. This one I'm okay with. Now, I want to say this bundle is very weird because they added another bundle very similar. This Newbie Day 5, it's the exact same resources except it's double the price. Now, it's very weird to me that they would put this in there, right? They know that, oh, this first bundle is a good one. Here is the same resources for double the price. Why would you get this one unless you really love the variant? You're paying $5 for a variant, essentially, right? Like extra. I cannot suggest this one, and it's just weird that they're both in the same like cadence. So we're gonna get to it, but definitely a weird one there. So next one we have Atlantis Beach Club for One. This one you cannot recommend because there's no gold, there's no credits, there's no tokens. So you're just paying $10 for 3 variants. Now, if you like these variants, then maybe it's worth it for you. I do want to mention that this variant is from beta. So this is a beta variant. So if you played in beta, you might already have this. And I definitely want to know, like, are you guys, if people that are in beta, are you guys okay with this being released in this way for $10, that kind of thing? Is this good for you? Don't care, blah, blah, blah. I'd like to know people that were in beta, like whether you care or don't care that people are getting your variants now, that kind of thing. But from a progression standpoint, you get no progression, so you really cannot recommend this one. Newbie Day 0. So this one is $10 for 1,500 credits. That's not super good value. Definitely not anything I would be super happy with. So definitely can't recommend this. Also, you're getting a base card Thor, which most players are going to already have. So that's not even something you're getting. You're really just getting 2 variants, and baby Thor variants people already have as well, right? So it's almost like it's just the Peach Momoko variant that you're getting for the $10, and the other 2 are just like filler or like not really relevant here. So it might be a new strategy to just add in uh base plus a random, or not random, but some random variant of the variant you're actually buying, like a random 700 cost gold variant essentially, and they decided for a baby because it definitely feels like you're only buying this Peach Momoko variant, and I guess they felt that that wasn't enough, so now they're filling it with extra value, but it's not really. Like, I have both of these variants already, so I would only be getting this. So it's just a weird thing, but maybe if you're a new player, that might I wouldn't recommend to pick it up because of that, but like that, if you don't know anything, you're like, oh, I'm getting 3 cards or 3 variants, like you might feel driven in some way, but from a progression standpoint, really can't recommend this at all. Next up, we have Newbie Day 1. So you're paying $30 for 2,000 credits, 1,500 gold. It's really not that great of a deal. Black Panther, Nakia are also like cards that aren't really played that much. So it's not a variance that you're going to see all too often, and the progression you're getting is pretty bad. So I definitely don't have a lot of good things to say here in this particular variant. Next up, Newbie Day 2. So this one is a Chibi Patreon variant. You're paying $20 for a 700 gold variant, right? So this variant people can already get. I think I have it as well, and it's 700 gold. It's not like a 1,200 gold variant. Plus, you're getting 1,250 credits and 1,000 gold. Really not impressive for $20. Really not impressive at all. I don't recommend this one either. It's definitely weird to be giving 700 gold variants that people already have. I do think that is a weird decision, I guess, from Second Dinner, but that is what we have here. Don't really recommend this one. Next up, we have casual casual Maria Hill or so. Newbie Day 3. So you're paying 700 gold for 750 credits. Now, I will say from a progression standpoint, this isn't very good. You'll get more credits just buying credits on the token just buying credits from gold in the shop already, you'll get a little bit more than 750. But if you're a person that buys variants, right? So let's say you go into the token shop and the variant shop, you actually buy variants from this is a great deal because you're getting a variant, but you're getting a 750 credit kickback, which is quite a lot for a kickback of a variant. So if you like this variant, I would say this absolutely you can get this because this is a variant you would buy in the token shop. Plus, you're getting 750 credits on top of that. Like that's a good deal for 700 gold. I think this one I'm okay with. Now, from a progression standpoint, not really the best because if you don't care about this variant, this is not a good bundle to get. If you don't care about this variant at all, not a good bundle to get. But if you do care about this variant, you do play Maria Hill, this is something I could definitely recommend. So it depends on the type of player you are, but I'll give you the okay if you want to get this one. Now, next up, we have Newbie Day 4. So you're paying $20 once again for 1250 credits, 1,000 gold. This is very similar to this this Patriot variant as well. Not really. You get a Maria Hill, an Arch of Maria Hill, right? Some people might like that. If you like that, maybe. But from a progression standpoint, this also is not very good. It's the same as Patriot, just not really that good progression wise. And then we have the Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man variant. We talked about it. You're paying double while you're paying the Aero one. Really can't recommend that as all. And then the last new one for July is this Newbie Day 6 Deadpool Venom variant. So you're getting a 10,000 credits for 7,500 gold. You're really not getting that much extra credits from it. You're getting a little bit extra. I think it's like 700 or so extra credits from it. But you do get the two variants, right? And I definitely know there are some players that will want this. And I feel bad because it takes a long time to generate 7,500 gold free to play, right? You get around 2,000 gold per month. Free to play, you get around 3,000 if you are a season pass buyer. So that's 2.5 to 4 months essentially of gold savings that it would take to get this for free. So there's going to be a lot of players that are going to bite the bullet and spend some resources or money to get this. But from a progression standpoint, it's not very good. You're only getting credits, you're barely getting extra credits, and you're using a ton of gold to do that, right? If you compare it to some of the other very expensive bundles here, right? Let's look at like Cyber Holiday here, right? So let's look at this, right? 7,500, so same amount of gold. You're getting almost the same amount of credits. Almost the same. You're only losing 500 credits, but you're getting 3,000 extra collector's tokens on top. So I just want to bring this as an example just to show how much you're getting ripped off essentially in terms of previous bundle generosity right here, where this is a very good bundle. This is a bundle I would recommend, right? So let's say they added 3,000 tokens on top of this, or maybe 2,000 tokens, 2,500 tokens on top of this, right? I could very easily see a world where I'm like, oh, this might be worth it, right? But because they've cut out that token, extra token generation, it really doesn't feel as worth to save up for this bundle. So can't recommend it. You can see some of the reasons why. Now I want to talk about this currency value in the Snap.Fan. So Snap.Fan did something cool. They've added this for every single bundle they ever released. Every single bundle, right? So you can go here, see previous bundles, and look at the currency value. Now you might be very baited because all of them are going to have like 100%, things like that. And you're good, like, oh, 110%. That's better than normal. That's very good. But no, really, you want to compare this currency value to what they've done in the past. What is the standard or like the optimal number for a good bundle? So here I would look at what's a really good bundle, something like Birth Pool, right? Like the Deadpool bundle. I don't know if they have that, right? Or something like that. So let's look at Birth Pool bundle. I don't know why I can't find it. Let's find it, chat. Oh, it's maybe on the second slot. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Why can't I find it, chat? All right, let's search by currency value and see if we can find it here, right? Birth Pool, there it is, right? So, right, something like this is a very good bundle. You can see the currency value is around above 200, 222, and I would say that's really where you want to be looking for a really good bundle. You want to be looking above 200% currency value. Bundle value is really a lie and will misguide you here. But just because a bundle has above 200% does not necessarily mean it's good. So you want to be looking for a gold bundle, right? So money bundles kind of swing the scales because the money they're using is comparative to how much you would be spending for gold. So by using that metric, you're already baited. You're already in second dinner's world, right? You're using their rules to justify the price point. So money bundles really can't really be justified in that way. So you can't really trust any currency values with a money bundle. But gold bundles you can, but you want to be looking for bundles near the optimal, the premium levels of bundles. So near 200 essentially. So above 200% currency value for a gold bundle. But then there's another caveat here. You want the bundle to be primarily credits. Now, that does not mean it should only have credits, but you want it to be primarily credits, or it can't be gold because you're spending gold as a resource, but you want it to be primarily credits. Now, the reason for that is that we have these Token Tuesdays. So any bundle that looks generally very strong. So let's see. The one coming up was the Sandman bundle, right? So if you look at this bundle, it has a 200% currency value. That would fit my criteria. It's a gold bundle that fit my criteria, but it's mostly collector's tokens. Now the problem with it being mostly collector's tokens is that you can just get Token Tuesdays. You can get to, and that's going to be significantly more impactful. You can see the value here, almost 300% value if you're getting Token Tuesdays. So anytime you're getting a gold bundle that's primarily tokens, they're not going to be better than just spending on Token Tuesdays progression wise. Now, if you like the Sandman variant, that's a different story. That might be enough to warrant you getting this. But in terms of you want to get the most resources for your investment. If they're primarily tokens, then you just want to focus on Token Tuesdays. That will dwarf the value you're getting by any one primarily with tokens. So you want it to be mostly credits. Gold bundle, mostly credits above 200 currency value. And if they hit those three criteria, then you could use this currency value as a resource. So I want to go through some examples here. So I organized everything by currency value, so you can see the highest currency values. Right, Beyond Prim Fair lies to you essentially. It's a good bundle, but you're spending $100, right? So like that's going to dwarf multiple months of season passes, stuff like that. That's why it looks very, and it's only giving you tokens, right? And tokens generally you get around 4 to 5 thousand per month, so it's like 2 months of progression. That's why it looks really good value. So that is there. But if you look there, everything, it's just Token Tuesdays, right? Those are really the ones that are going to be the best value for your buck. And only when you get down to something like, I guess, Hard 8 or so. No, but that's a money bundle, right? So that doesn't even count. This is the Sandman one, but once again, it's mostly tokens. So it looks good, but it's completely dwarfed by all the Token Tuesdays. So here we go, Cyber Holiday, right? That's the first one. That would be the highest value here. You can see it is mostly credits. This is the credit. This is the tokens. This is the credits, right? So it's mostly credits. It's a gold bundle. It has above 200% currency value. That is that is the criteria of a good bundle. Same thing here, birth pool, right? This is what we talked about. Mostly credits, above 200% gold. Same thing here. You can see Trog bundle, same thing. Mostly credits, 200% gold. Winter Wonderland, mostly credits, 100% gold. Same thing, right? And then, so here we go, right? Span Excellence, right? You see, oh, look, Span Excellence almost there. But once again, this is mostly collector's tokens. That's the problem here, right? You would just want to focus on Token Tuesdays then. You're spending 6,000 gold, right? And if you just spend that 6,000 gold on Token Tuesday, you'd be much farther ahead than this. So that's the problem here for these type of resources. You want to make sure that it's mostly credits if you're using it, because if you want to get tokens, you just get Token Tuesdays. So that kind of will show you. And then once we get past this point, you can see the currency values drop under 200. So you really can't super recommend these. So right, Positively Charged, that was in the same vein as the birth pool one. You can see how much better the birth pool one was compared to this one. And then Get a Leg Up, 2,000 tokens for, 2,000 gold for 1,000 tokens, right? It's a big ripoff. It's just a mystery variant that maybe were enticing people, but really not a great resource. So I hope that helps people to use this, because this can be a good resource. This value, as long as you know what you're looking for. And once again, right, gold, above 200 currency value, and mostly credits. That would, with some tokens, right? You don't want to have notes. Well, if you could find a above 200% currency value with no tokens in it, that would be very surprising. So I'd be surprised to see that, but generally that's what you're looking for. So overall, I hope I went through it in a way you could understand which ones are good, which ones are bad, right? For June and July, there's not really any good ones. The only one that I'd really recommend is the Aero one. Everything else is really like, look at this one, right? 500, like, you're paying 5,000 credits. You're getting ripped off so hard here. But there are some people that really like this Thor and Venomized Lady Sin that will get it, right? But you can just see how bad it is from a progression standpoint, right? So we're really looking for those gold bundles with 200%, and usually that's going to be Token Tuesdays. So that's really the end of it. Hope you guys understand what June and July will be looking like, and definitely we'll have a link to Snap.Fan bundle section. It's definitely a great resource to use. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.
Once you watch him, you